Morning, everyone. This is Julian here with another breakdown for the 25th of March. Today, my session. I haven't been able to do a breakdown a little bit. I've had some personal issues, and I've had to take a step back from trading. So, look forward to being back and getting back on track and doing these recaps every day for some education. But I'm just going to use this replay tool and head back to where it was this morning when I first came to the chart. So, looking at the 4 hour, it looked like we were rejecting the zone kind of on the close there. The zone I had marked up at 149.63, and also there was a long wick all the way rejecting 149.82. So heading down to the 1 hour, as you can see, we kind of closed back inside this range, 149.72 between that and the resistance created at 149.825. We could head down to the 30 and the 15. The 15 is where my trade was actually taken. So looking at it, we had to do some waiting, but we came to the charts, and on the 15-minute price created this high up here at around 149.825, and then so now I was waiting for it to kind of drop back down and create a support before continuing back up to retest the high, and that's eventually what happened. So I actually not sure where my zone's up there now, but I actually had my zone drawn right here this morning, which is exactly kind of, you can see, and I'll go to the 30-minute, but it's bounced off of here, multiple times, once, twice, three times, and now being the fourth, finally when it broke, closed above and has retested it. So I'm gonna head down to the 15, which is where I executed. So I actually, once this candle closed bullish, I was ready to execute. I just wanted it to create a lower wick to give me a better entry. And then I knew I was going to enter it, kind of hoping it would retest the highs here and continue to like 149.82 would be a good take profit. And so I waited for it to create a lower wick, like I said, to get a kind of a better entry. I wanted it, price closed at 149.52. I wanted to get it at about 149.5. I just didn't find it was a good risk reward for me to enter where I entered, or to enter there on that close. So I waited, and I actually, this was the next candle, but I was actually in it. Let me see, 149.488 was my entry. So I got in at a much better entry than I originally planned on. So let me just get this for you. 488. All right, my stop loss was, let me see, 149.4. So it was actually not below the low because I wanted to create a little smaller stop loss. It was at 149.4. So my train of thought here was it created its lower wick, and I didn't expect it to basically come back into the zone and retest this low. I expected it to stay in above the support formed at 149.43 and just continue to break highs, create higher highs, and eventually continue up to test the next resistance. And I actually closed my trade early, and I almost closed it at the perfect time at that time. So at about 10 pips, as you guys know, I like to secure partials at 10 pips and then leave the rest running with my stop loss at break even. Since I haven't traded in a little bit, I actually just took my full position out at 149.604. So let's see. So 149.604. So almost the ultimate high of that candle, where when I put my stop loss at break even, I would have been stopped out on whatever position I had remaining, whether it had been 50% or 25%. So this actually really worked out for me today, considering where I got out at and how I would have been taken out. I believe the trade ended up playing out without hitting the stop loss later in the day, but I mean, in terms of the way I trade, I would have had my stop loss at break even at this point, and I would have been taken out. But we can go back up to how it was, and I had it filling this wick here. That was my final take profit. So we could see how that would have played out. Yeah, so I think it played around for a little bit and then yeah. So I mean, also I don't like being in trades that long. That would have been I would have been in that trade for to hit take profit for almost 2 hours. So I mean, I'm not usually in trades longer than 30 minutes, but I was happy with I made more than what I risked. I risked under 9 pips and I walked away with 11, so almost 12. So I'm not going to complain. Happy with today, and hopefully we can come back with another win tomorrow. And yeah, so hope you all enjoyed. Hope you learned something. If you could leave a like, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next recap.